Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come, and it's very exciting. We have got the man himself, Gary Busey, joining us on the phone. Gary, we just interviewed a candidate for judge, and when we promoted that you were coming up next, even the guy who wants to be our judge here in town was very excited that we were talking to Mr. Busey. So thank you for joining us, and good morning, sir.
Well, thank you for having me to join you. Thank you for joining me.
Oh.
And it's great. It's great to be talking to you. I did a motion picture early in my career in Billings. It's called Thunderbolt and Lightfoot with Clint Eastwood and Jeff Bridges. Anyway, enough of that. We're talking about the book now.
I was going to, on that note, though, we've got, Clint spends a lot of time here in Montana, and Jeff Bridges has a place here. Why doesn't Gary Busey have a spot here in Montana?
Because it hasn't happened yet. That's easy.
Exactly. Let's make it happen. I thought we would welcome you out here, Gary. But as you said, we do have to make sure to get to the book because we have a lot to talk about. For people that don't understand, before we get too deep, what a Buseyism is, will you explain the history of Buseyisms?
Yeah, Buseyisms came to me about, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago. And I was dealing with the betrayal in my life. Oh, my God, what about me? Oh, no, poor me. And I realized, what are you doing that for? You're right here. You're right here. What is that? What is this now? Now, N-O-W. Okay, N-O-W stands for no other way. I started taking the letters that spell the word and created a new definition for the word to make me feel better.
I like
the word faith, F-A-I-T-H, stands for fantastic, adventurous, and trusting Him. The word relationship stands for really exciting love affair turns into overwhelming nightmare. Sobriety hangs in peril.
They're big. I mean, these are not, I feel like it's not like a quick Buseyism where you took a word and came up with a cutesy little thing. I mean, some of these have a lot of letters. Like you had to, this took some time to develop.
Yeah, it did, but it's an automatic development with me simply because after my motorcycle accident, which is in the book completely, and when I went to Washington and gave him language that became the language of the Traumatic Brain Injury Act that President Clinton signed in 1996. Great things happen out of mistakes and misfortunes because that's how you get better. You got to go through something that's not easy to get through it. And see, if I can do this, I can do this, and pick a better challenge. Pick a challenge that you wouldn't have gone for 2 years ago. And all the people out there in the world have challenges in their life every day. Mm-hmm. Like, what are you going to cook for breakfast? What socks do I wear? Do I need a girdle or not? Should I wear a hat? And the word hat, H-A-T, that stands for hiding a toupee.
Yes, it does. Oftentimes it does. I love that. How many? That's my question here. I'm hooked on the Buseyisms. How many Buseyisms do I get if I buy Gary Busey's Basic Instructions Before Leaving Earth?
You get over 150. They're in the back of the book.
Okay, that's a sufficient amount. I was worried that there weren't going to be enough, but 150, I think I can make do. And then the rest of the book, is it kind of a life story and just kind of the journey of being Gary Busey?
You got to stop using the word kinda. Kinda doesn't accomplish your achievement in communication. This is not a kind of nothing. This is everything. Everything and everywhere and everything I've done. Everything I've been through. Cancer in the middle of my face, traumatic brain injury. That's pretty good chapters there. That's what I went, the motorcycle wreck, that's what I went into the spiritual realm. And it tells all about it. It doesn't hold any punches back. It's very revealing. It's like I said, I pulled back the curtains to my life and let everyone in to see my everything. My everything, very surprising, even to me.
You have a very interesting life, as you said. Some great stories there. What do you feel that, you talked about the motorcycle accident, you talked about, finding spirituality, politics, all the things you're involved in here. What do you feel is the most transformative part of your life? What happened? Was it the motorcycle, the traumatic brain injury? Was it finding spirituality? Like, what do you feel really evolved you from past Gary Busey to current Gary Busey?
Everything. Everything I've been through is in the book. What?
Is somebody harassing you, Gary?
The skydiving from the movie Point Break. Patrick Swayze talked me into going skydiving with him. I jump out of a perfectly good airplane at 13,000 feet by yourself, and I fell. You fall at 124 miles an hour, and I fell 9,000 feet in 55 seconds and opened the chute and landed. An incredible feeling of power. And beautiful things happen in your life. It's happened in my life. Behind the scenes in the movies I've done, funny things that happen, not on the way to the forum, but on the way in life. Life is funny. Life is competitive. Life is glorious. Life is happy. Life is sacred. Life is love. Life is everything you can think of to describe it, because life comes with everything plus things you don't know with it. Life comes with everything. Everything plus. You get some dividends and bonuses in life. Sometimes unexpected, but so what?
Yeah,
they're here, I'll take it.
You got to learn to deal. I'm wondering, you are a spiritual gentleman. Have you thought about, in the Buseyisms and the book, Gary Busey's Basic Instructions Before Leaving Earth, which is available everywhere books are sold today, have you thought about kind of going into the preacher, pastor realm, or maybe doing some sort of a show where you just preach to people? Not necessarily all about religion, but I feel like you just have a lot of insight and words of wisdom about life.
Well, you're very good there on interpreting that, because, yes, it is. And I'm going to, it's a motivational speaker, inspirational speaker. I'm going to set up a situation where I go to corporations where they're having a sales meeting and talk to them about the book and tell them what it can do for them, and then talk for about 45 minutes, and then they'll get them, they'll purchase them, and I'll sign them personally for them right there.
That's a great idea.
In other words, I want to spread the word like the apostles and the Christians in the old days wanted to spread the Bible. That's how the Bible was written, from those experiences they went through. And you think you got problems? Read some of the things the apostles went through to get to where they're going. And they got to where they're going. It wasn't easy, but so what? It made it. It's good. It's great. Just so it's not easy doesn't mean it's not worthy. If it's not easy, it's more of a challenge, and I love that.
It's very true. Somebody on our app, Lenny, wants to know, Gary, do you involve yourself in TBI awareness at all?
I don't know what that question means. TBI awareness. No. What's a lady have to do with it?
Or a person on our app is just, somebody is asking, do you do anything with TBI awareness at all?
Just for myself. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a surgeon. I'm not a neurosurgeon. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a brain doctor. But my own experience, I take that with me and share it with others, yes. It's just my experience with TBI, and it's in the book.
That's what's...
Traumatic brain injury. That's a big one.
You can check, all this stuff is in the book, which is great. You get to, any questions you have.
That came from a motorcycle accident, December 4th, 1988. I went off a Harley going 40 miles an hour, no helmet, head first into a curb in my pelvis. I still have a double compound fracture in my pelvis, and my brain was injured on the left side, even though I hit hard on the right side without a helmet. So now I'm seeing Dr. Daniel Amen, who's an incredible brain doctor, who's got me on supplements and going to a hyperbolic chamber where I'm in this chamber for an hour with more oxygen than you get when you're out on the streets or at home.
Oh, I love it. I love that you're doing so well.
Things out there. Everyone out there, read the book, and you'll be able to understand. You can find things out there that are waiting for you to find for the benefit of your purpose, your life, and your love, and your family. Hey, get the book.
There you go. Buseyisms, Gary Busey's Basic Instructions Before Leaving Earth. You guys get the book, learn all about Gary's life, learn about the Buseyisms, see how he overcame everything he's overcome. Mr. Busey, it was a pleasure speaking to you. I wish you the best in the future, and thanks for taking the time for us this morning.
Well, thanks for calling me. I appreciate it, and God bless all you guys. I love you.
Hey, what's up? It's Big J. Thank you guys for checking out our interview with Mr. Gary Busey, the one and only. I am Big J, as you can see by my new name tag that I wear on the Big J Show to let all of our guests know who I am. But if you enjoyed that interview, or if you're just bored, or just to support us, check out Tara Reid over there. They were both in the last Sharknado together, so they're like best friends. And check out all the rest of our interviews, and check out the Big J Show, and thanks for checking it all out.